Okay, so as I said, my name is Una and I work as an international coordinator at the ZSEM, the Zagreb School of Economics and Management. Basically, what I do is I help students with the application process, and once they come to Croatia, I help them with all the administrative procedures, like registering at the police, with the searching for the accommodation, with the doctor. I also organize social activities for students, field trips, and I also work in international promotion. Okay, so in this presentation, I will be talking about ZSEM, about Zagreb and Croatia, our programs that we offer, bachelor and master programs, activities for students that we organize, traveling, the campus, career center, scholarships. I will answer the question, do you need a visa to come to Croatia? Accommodation, living costs, and the international office team. So ZSEM was founded by Mr. Đuro Njavro and our dean and Mr. Joseph Bombels in 2002. Mr. Joseph Bombels was the professor at the John Carroll University in the United States. And so ZSEM was modeled after the American educational system. In 2004, ZSEM was the first time accredited by the prestigious AACSB accreditation. In 2008, at Universal, the European University Ranking Company, for the first time proclaimed ZSEM the best business school in Croatia. In 2015, Ed Universal awards ZSEM with 4 Palms of Excellence. In 2017, we became partners of 150 universities worldwide. In 2020, QS ranks ZSEM's MBA specializations among the best 200 in the world, and we also moved to a new campus. So ZSEM is located in Zagreb, Croatia. You can see on the map where it is located. So it is located in southeastern Europe on the Adriatic Sea. It has about 4 million citizens. It is famous for the city of Dubrovnik, which was one of the main locations for King's Landing. It's the city and Game of Thrones, the popular TV series. And what you maybe did not know, that also Robin Hood, the film produced by Leonardo DiCaprio, was filmed in Dubrovnik, and Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. So it's also famous for Plitvice Lakes National Park, which is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The coast and more than 1,000 islands, islets, and reefs. For music festivals such as Ultra Europe, it's the world's biggest electronic music festival. Coffee culture. So when you come to Croatia, you will see a lot of coffee bars and people sitting in the coffee bar, socializing with their friends. This is something very normal. So Zagreb has about 800,000 citizens. The transportation that we use is mostly trams, buses, and Uber is very common. So there are many art and cultural events in Zagreb and many festivals. Things to visit: St. Mark's Church, Dolac, etc. I don't want to bother you with this part. There are 4 original museums in Croatia: Museum of Illusions, Museum of Broken Relationships, Museum of Hangover, Zagreb 80s Museum. Some things to try when you come: kremšnite, štrukle are traditional Croatian desserts. Rakija is a traditional alcoholic beverage. And Rakija Bar, this is a place where our international students gather. So if you come to Croatia, you will most likely also come to the Rakija Bar. So the mission of ZSEM is to transfer values, knowledge, and skills that students need for long-term success in globalized business world undergoing constant technological and market transformations, which we can actually witness now during this COVID pandemic. So the study programs that we have are the BBA program, which has 2 bachelor programs completely held in the English language. It lasts 4 years and it contains 240 ECTS. Our MBA programs, we have 11 MBA programs completely held in English language. They last 1 year and have 60 ECTS credits. And we also have a DBA program, a doctorate, in collaboration with Sheffield Hallam University in the UK. And this one lasts 4 years. So the Economics and Management program is one of the programs in English. You can take courses in the fields of finance, accounting, marketing, and management. The other program in English is Business Mathematics and Economics, where you can take courses in the field of quantitative mathematics, business economics, information technology. We have, as I said, 10 MBA programs in management, marketing, human resource management, tourism, corporate finance, finance and banking, quantitative finance, and you can see the rest of it here. We also have executive MBA, which is specially designed for working professionals, and it's also only held on weekends. So if you would like to come to exchange at ZSEM, you can come for a semester or for a year. You need to have a minimum of 3.5 GPA out of 5, or I think in the American system, it is 2 or C. If you have lower than 3.5 GPA, you can come also as a free mover, which means that you will have to pay the tuition fee. But for our partner universities, we offer 50% discount on the tuition fee. You can select courses from any study year. So if you're a second study year at your undergraduate, you can also select courses from the first, third, or fourth year. If you are an MBA student, you can select courses from any program on the MBA, and also bachelor undergraduate courses if your university allows it. You can take up to 30 ECTS, which is, I believe, approximately 15 US credits. And you can also take elective courses such as Croatian language and Croatian studies to learn more about the culture, the history, and so on. We also have a double degree program with prestigious universities around the world, with the KEJ Business School in France, Tilburg University in the Netherlands, Louis in Italy, and China and Russia, where our students can, so for example, they spend 1 semester at ZSEM, 1 semester at KEJ, and they receive 2 diplomas, or they spend 1 year at ZSEM, 1 year at Tilburg in Netherlands, and they receive 2 diplomas. So the International Office organizes a lot of activities for our international students. We have a buddy program, which means that every international student is assigned a buddy, which helps them to adjust to our school, integrate in the Croatian culture, and help them with the studying and so on. We also organize field trips. So at the beginning of every semester, we organize a freshman weekend trip, which is mostly, we go to Plitvice Lakes and then to some city on the coast, such as Split or Zadar. This is how you can see our students posing in Zadar. And we also organize a lot of social activities. We go to museums, festivals, we organize karaoke nights, bowling, paintball, etc. So at ZSEM, we also offer short programs. We have an international summer school, which is held in Zagreb and Zadar, the city on the coast. You can take courses that have 5 to 6 ECTS credits, and you can also take up the course Croatian Studies for free. Within the international summer school, we also organize trips to Plitvice Lakes and Kornati Islands. Also arrives on the boat, which you can see in this picture. They're usually very nice. And we have a rich social program. We also have leadership in Croatian Winterland, which has 5 ECTS. Within this program, we also incorporate skiing on the mountain nearby. We watch ski championship together. And we also go to Zagreb's Christmas market, which was 3 times awarded as the best in Europe. We go also to Plitvice Lakes, and we have a rich social program. The cross-cultural negotiations program also has 5 ECTS, and so far we did it with in collaboration with the Michigan Ross, the American university. However, now one of our professors is teaching this course, and it is much more international than it used to be in the past. We also organize the trips to Plitvice Lakes and the city of Split, company visits, and also we have a rich social program. So here you can see some of the pictures of our international students. So ZSEM in numbers, we have about 1,000 students approximately per year, 120 professors, about 20 administrative staff, 83% of ZSEM faculty hold a PhD. It is proclaimed the 31st most diverse school globally in terms of international staff and students, and also gender equality. And 8% of ZSEM MBA alumni start their own business, which is the global average is 5%, so it is above average. And 35% of our students are international. So as I said, we had 150 partner universities worldwide, where our students go for an exchange, and also their students come to us. So if you like to travel, Zagreb is the perfect location, because it is 2 hours away by flight from the biggest European metropolis, such as 2 hours to Paris, 2.5 hours to London with a flight. There are 2 hours with a flight to Amsterdam, 1 hour to Dubrovnik. There are 4 hours with a bus to Vienna, 4 hours to Budapest. And besides these cities, our students also like to travel to Venice, to Sarajevo, Belgrade, Split, and also Ljubljana and the Lake Bled in Slovenia. As you can see here, the picture I posted, this is a very beautiful lake, which our students like to go to. So how do we study? We study by using case studies, computer simulations, group projects, class presentations. We have international professors that teach as guest professors at ZSEM. We have professors from United States, from Netherlands, from Germany, and China. We use e-learning methods, especially now during COVID. We use Zoom, Loom, and Lumen. The school is very practically oriented, and it has close contact with the business community. So this is how our new campus looks like. Around the campus, as you can see here, this here is where Zagreb School of Economics and Management is located, and here is the main square. So everything here is practically the city center, and the ZSEM is 15 minutes away from the main square by tram. It is surrounded by 2 hospitals and a health center. It has a big grocery store nearby, a very nice cafe bar in front of the building, a gym inside the building. There are several restaurants around, and right next to our campus is a big brewery. So ZSEM also has their own career center, which helps our students find job and internships in Croatia, but also abroad. The program is also co-founded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union, which means that our students, if they go on an internship, for example, in other European countries, they can get financial support. 94% of ZSEM students get employed within a year after graduation. 40% of the students get employed during their studies. And the Career Center also organizes the Student Future Day, which is ZSEM's student job fair. So here you can see all the companies in which our students work. These are mostly Croatian local brands, so you probably don't know them. But here you can see some international brands in which our alumni work. So ZSEM offers 3 international scholarships. We have a Ron Brown scholarship for the citizens of United States and Canada. If you would like to know more about it, you can ask me later. So what do students like about ZSEM? So at the end of each semester, we conduct a survey. And most of the students, they tell us that what they really like about ZSEM is the international atmosphere. The professors are more like mentors. The friendly environment, students are not just a number, and a lot of social activities that we organize. The good news is that US citizens don't need a visa to study in Croatia. So after you arrive in Zagreb, you only need to apply for a temporary stay permit, which grants you a stay for up to 1 year in Croatia. Now, regarding the COVID-19 situation, US citizens are still allowed to enter Croatia. However, a negative PCR test is required that is not older than 48 hours. Otherwise, you will need to self-isolate for 14 days and then take the test in Croatia on your own costs. It is recommended before your arrival to fill out the Enter Croatia form to avoid waiting in lines on the border crossing. Masks are obligatory in all closed areas, such as the campus, stores, public transport, cafes. They're not obligatory on the fresh air, so like when you walk on the street. As for accommodation, ZSEM doesn't have its own student dorm, but we collaborate with 2 housing agencies, which you can see here, Grab a Home and Home in Zagreb. And these 2 agencies help our students find an apartment in Zagreb. We also have a Facebook group on which our students can search for roommates so that they can live together and share the costs. So the living costs, as you can see here, for accommodation, transport, meals, etc., in total are from $600 to $1,000 per month. And here is one quote by one of our students from the United States. And I especially like that he mentioned the international staff and how we were very helpful to him. Okay, so this is the international office team, Mr. Javier Aguayo, the head of the international office, myself, and my colleague Amal Mali, who is the Erasmus Plus coordinator. And here I will play you our promotional video. Okay, I would just like to mention that it says here in the video we have 3 bachelor programs and 12 master programs. This is because one of the bachelor programs is held in Croatian, and also one MBA program is held only in Croatian. Oops. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. You can ask me now. Or you can also write me on my email address. It's ubarkovi@zasem.hr. And if you want, you can also leave me your email address in the chat, and I will contact you with further information. You can also follow us on social media to be updated. We post regularly on Facebook and Instagram, and also Twitter. And you can also visit our website, www.zasem.hr. And thank you very much for listening. Okay, I will stop